So it was a well child check for two girls. One was 5, the other one was 15. With the 5-year-old, I mean, she was bouncing all over the floor. As soon as we walked into the room, she was already sitting on the examination bed. She was just ready to be checked, and it was great. But with the 15-year-old, it was sort of a complete different story in the sense of just the way she looked. She did not look alive. She did not look well necessarily. So the doctor proceeded to ask, several just standard questions while the parent was in the room, and then he very professionally asked the mom if it was okay for her to step outside, and she said she did. So as soon as the mom walks out the door, the doctor tells the patient, who's the 15-year-old, tell me what's going on. And the first question she asks is, do I have to tell the truth? And he said, which was just amazing, he's like, no, you don't have to, but just realize that everything that I'm doing right now is in a way trying to help you with what's going on. So what's going on? And so she went on to talk about how issues between her parents aren't ideal, aren't good. She lives in a home with a lot of family members. There's also some half-siblings and stepbrothers and stepsisters. And in general, she feels like she needs to sort of just step away. The doctor already knew this because the patient had been given, the 15-year-old had been given a survey to sort of assess her mental health. And pretty much for almost every single question, it was like a red flag. This person's depressed, this person's not doing well. At which point the doctor informed her. And throughout this time, I mean, as soon as the patient started saying, like, do I have to tell you the truth, she started to cry. I mean, she was visibly distressed. And this is a 15-year-old. And you could see like the weight of life on a person who you would never think otherwise would have those kind of stressors at that age. So the doctor informed her, we have a behavioral therapist here. Would you like to talk to them more about what's going on? Because sometimes that helps. That can help a lot. And so she said yes. So in that sense, going back to your question with the donors, it's about the future. I mean, this person is sort of at a fork in their lives, a regrettable fork, because no one should have to ever be exposed to such things when they're 15, when they're still children, they're adolescents, they're not adults. But yet, by being there, HealthPoint, with these behavioral therapists, you offer her a chance to perhaps improve and talk about what's going on in ways that, that could probably prevent some of the very negative outcomes that exist as statistics out there. So that's the future of the communities in King County, and that's something that HealthPoint directly is making a change on. And it's not something that you will see in the next 5 years, but it's definitely something you'll probably see in the next 10, 15, or 20.